Welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we went through the rest of the Battle Rock Galaxy, so this time we're finishing up the fountain with Bowser's Star Reactor. Our mission here is titled, The Fiery Stronghold. Right away, there's actually a Luma we can talk to. I can feel a grand star nearby. But this place is filled with all kinds of traps and tricks. Be careful! Overall, the stage isn't too difficult, but I actually like it, partly because of the music. The song playing is a remix of the Bowser Road theme from Super Mario 64, which is actually one of my favorite songs from that game. Super Mario 64 actually has a pretty good soundtrack, but I do feel like this is one of the more underrated songs. We have a fire, flood, and also a thwomp to dodge, and another Luma over here. The gravity here is all out of whack. Check out the arrows. So, like before, we basically can move to a different... we can basically jump up to the ceiling in these little, pink areas, and then blue, the gravity is pointing downwards. So we have to carefully platform over here. We have another thwomp to get past to this moving platform, trying not to slide off the edge of the platform, so, even when you run onto the platform, yeah, there is still a risk of falling off when you're Luigi. We have another thwomp and a series of little fire obstacles. I'm not overly concerned because there are plenty of coins down here. So yeah, back to full health, no problem. And let's make our way past these fire bars and make our way over to these checker platforms. So Bowser will try to break these platforms with his fire. Let's grab the Life Up Mushroom and make our way over to him. You finally made it. Just in time for me to stomp you into space bits. And we have our first fight with Bowser. This one's not too bad. He'll basically jump to create shockwaves, and will eventually try to jump at you. If you can lure him into one of those little panels, he'll break it and catch on fire, then we can spin into him to deal damage, like so. Alright, round 2, he's now breathing fire at us, and he will now send multiple shockwaves, so we can actually stand here to dodge them. But like before, we basically have to lure him into one of those little blue panels, and rinse and repeat. Attack the tail. I think we have to attack multiple times as he's sliding across this. Okay, it actually only was one time. I was thinking of a different cycle, I suppose. Overall, I don't remember this phase being that different, but again, I do think we actually have to attack him twice as he's on his back. You also have these fire attacks to dodge, more shockwaves, and then he'll probably start jumping at us before too long. It can actually be a little bit tricky to line up. Luckily there are coins, by the way, so if you take damage it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, it can actually be difficult to get Bowser in the right position to actually break one of these. A little bit of trial and error, but not too bad. So let's try to finish up this fight. How? Foolish Luigi, my plan is too far along now. You really think you can stop me? Bwahaha! And we have our third Grand Star. You got a star, the fiery Stronghold, Bowser's Star Reactor. Galaxy complete. High score updated. You increased your star bit count. You've discovered a new galaxy. You rescued another Grand Star, and power has returned to another dome in the back of the observatory. But I still don't think we have the star power we need to fly the observatory through the universe. The villain who kidnapped your special one took her far from here, to the center of the universe. Once our star power is restored, the observatory will be able to go there. Then you can reunite with your special one. Alright, so we finished up the fountain for now, so let's make our way to a new dome over here, which should be the kitchen. There are a couple ways to get there. There are these steps over here. Alternatively, you can also wall jump up these bookshelves to make it up to this little bridge that goes to the kitchen as well. I'm having trouble making this jump, actually. You have discovered an enemy base in the region. We can only hope they are not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star. By clearing out the fountain and the terrace entirely, we actually have access to the next boss already. But I think we'll start at the intended starting spot for this galaxy, or for this dome. The Beach Bowl Galaxy. Our first star here is Sunken Treasure. Yeah, this beach bowl is pretty much penguin paradise. Welcome to Beach Bowl. Alright, so we have a tropical area with a bunch of penguins. If you want to know about swimming, ask us penguins. We're friendly. Swimming is interesting, actually. It works a little bit more like 64 rather than Sunshine, which I actually think is a positive as someone who really likes Sunshine. It is inverted, it seems. So basically you use the control stick to kind of control your like horizontal and vertical movement, and you swim forward by pressing B, or whatever jump is. We have star chips to collect, but Luigi has a unique property compared to Mario. Also, the star chips luckily restore air, but they're also these little bubble dispensers. Luigi actually loses air when spinning. Mario doesn't, which makes him a little bit less adept at underwater sections. So that's another difference between them. In all honesty, I do feel like it's not the biggest deal, partly because the amount of times you actually go underwater is not a lot in this game, so it's actually not the biggest handicap, but it is definitely worth keeping in mind. As Luigi, you definitely want to be a little bit more careful about spinning in comparison to if you're playing as Mario, and that'll definitely be a problem with some later stars, but for now it's not too bad. So basically we're having to swim around the starting planet, trying to find the star chips to put together another launch star. I think the last one is over here somewhere? Yep, I see it. Right by this penguin. Alright, with that reassembled, let's see where this takes us. Not very far actually. We're basically at the upper part of the starting area. We have this coin with a bunch of music notes to kind of lead us through a path as the song plays. It is the underwater theme, I think. That puts a 1-up in midair. By the way, jumping out of water, like in other games, you basically have to be at a standstill and then press... Or, yeah, actually, how do you jump out of the water? I think it's Y, actually, or spinning. I was wondering if we could actually get this unintended, and we actually can as Luigi. I don't know if you can do that as Mario. So yeah, to get out of the water, press Y, it seems, or shake the controller. We also have this button here. This is obviously how you're supposed to get the 1-up and also make your way up to the next level. But we're Luigi, we actually don't need to do this at all. I don't think Mario even needs to do this either. The same goes for this. We have another button, but just to show off. Yeah, Luigi can make it up here no problem. And there's the star, but the intended way is to press this. Use wall jumps to get way up high. So yeah, this is what you're supposed to do, but again, we're Luigi, we can definitely kind of do a few things in unintended ways. And we have the first star of the Beach Bowl. You got a star! Sunken Treasure, Beach Bowl Galaxy. High score updated. Increase your star bit count. Rosalina's library has opened. Now you can read the storybook. A hungry Luma has appeared. Let's head over to the Beach Bowl once again. And our next mission is passing the swim test. Alright, so we need to figure out what the swim test is. So let's talk to the penguin over here. You're here to take the swimming test, swimming school's final swim test? In this test, you must collect shells in the ocean. If you bring me the gold shell, it's an automatic A for you. Alright, that sounds like a challenge. By the way, you can also press ZR, or in the original, you can press Z to descend quickly while swimming, which is a very good thing to keep in mind if you quickly need to descend in the water. for now, let's kind of see what we can find down here. We definitely want to keep an eye out for a gold shell, apparently. So, yeah, there it is. Looks like a penguin has it. If you spin near a shell, you will pick it up, and that applies to underwater as well, like so. So yeah, we just kind of stole it from them. Alright, so we have a shell now, so let's take it over to the penguin again, and pass the swim test. Amazing, I didn't think you'd actually be able to bring it back. Well then, here's a big gold medal for you. Nice job on the test, but are you even one of my students? We are not a student, and we also stole this shell, but either way, we have another star. You got a star. Passing the swim test, Beach Bowl Galaxy. High score updated. Increase your starbit count. And we have one more main star at the Beach Bowl. Alright, so, the secret undersea cavern. Alright, so we need a shell to break something open. So you might notice there's this big wall over here that wasn't cracked before. We can actually use shells to open a lot of things, actually, like this treasure chest for a 1-up. The shell also respawns, which is nice, but we actually don't want to break the wall. By the way, if you have a shell, press Z, L, or Z on the Wii version to break. I like how the shell has brake lights for some reason. Also, I think Luigi's air actually decreases faster than Mario's naturally, even when not spinning. So yeah, we're supposed to break that wall, but I actually don't want to do that. Instead, I want to take this shell over here. There's this little waterfall, and there's actually a pipe in it. We'll check that out in a bit, but for now, let's hope the camera cooperates and make our way over here to this treasure chest. So that gives us a launch star, but again, there is a pipe over here, and I am actually curious of what's actually in this. We have a little platforming challenge of sorts. So to my knowledge, what we have to do is basically make our way to the coin without breaking too many of the blocks. Doing so basically turns all of the blocks into star bits, so that's why you want to leave as many as possible. Again, that's really easy as Luigi, I can't guarantee it's that easy as Mario. Alright, now that we've checked that out, let's head over to the launch star and see where we end up next. We have more Mario 3 music, which again, I very much approve of. And we also have Cataquacks from Sunshine, which I also approve of, because I actually really like Super Mario Sunshine, as divisive as it tends to be. So we need to lure this Cataquack over, and it'll launch us into this coin over here. And that gives us a new item. You transformed into Ice Luigi. Shake the controller or press Y to skate. You can walk on water too. So yeah, if we spin, we can actually skate across water. We can also use this to wall jump up waterfalls. This is the wrong part to be wall jumping up. There we go. I was thinking that was very spaced out for a wall jump. We also have a Prana Plant. I think defeating this will give us another Ice Flower, which is good because that one ran out. So yeah, that's all this is for. But this is on a timer, which is a little bit different than other like power-ups in like other Mario games, and even in this game with like the Bee Mushroom, which is basically permanent, while this is like timed, so it's a little bit different. But overall still works relatively similar to in... I was going to say it works similarly to other games, but I don't think that's actually true. In other games, the Ice Flower actually works more like the Fire Flower. So let's lure this Cataquack over to the star so we can get a boost. You got a hidden star while jumping up waterfalls. Beach Bowl Galaxy. High score updated. Increase your starbit count. You've discovered a new galaxy. Alright, we actually need to get the actual third star of the Beach Bowl Galaxy. And this time, we're actually going to find the secret undersea cavern. So, like before, we actually need to start out by getting a shell. By the way, in other stages, you will actually be able to find red shells underwater, and these will actually home as well underwater, which is very nice. Alright, so let's take it over to this cracked wall. I took damage for that, for some reason. Whoa, a cave! I think because I ran into it, I didn't actually release the shell, so I just careened into it and took damage. But yeah, we have this undersea cavern. We have a bat enemy. I actually don't remember enemy names. We are actually in danger somehow because of that. Again, having 3 hit points is a little scary, actually. To be honest, this might be the first stage where we legitimately lose a life. Because it is actually a little bit dangerous, and depending on how I approach it, it could go really well, or it could go really poorly. So I guess we'll see how this goes. But for now, let's ground pound this. And we have this big stone spiral. Again, there are different ways you can go about completing the stage. There are safe ways and not safe ways. The not safe way is actually long jumping across these moving platforms. I don't know if I'm feeling that bold right now, so we'll actually go through this the slow way. We have Tox boxes from Mario 64 along with Thwomps over there. And yeah, this is actually a pretty fun level. It's kind of slow-paced because of having to wait for everything. Don't worry, the game does have a solution for that later on. And now we have non-moving platforms we can more safely jump across. Can I actually long jump this? I think I can. Also, sometimes if you spin, you'll actually clip the side of a platform, and that will actually make it so you can't grab the ledge. So be a little bit careful when spinning near the edge of a platform. It can actually cause problems. Also, this block basically means that none of the Tox boxes can go there, meaning that's actually a safe place to stand, which is actually nice. And we have our final Thwomp before the end. Again, also don't fall, because, yeah, we will lose if we fall at any point. And, after all of that, we have another star. You got a star. The Secret Undersea Cavern. Beach Bowl Galaxy. High score updated. Increase your star bit count. We are actually not quite done there yet. There is still a comet left to do. But we actually have a lot of options now. We have a couple smaller galaxies. None of them are actually particularly short this time, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, this one is kind of involved, and this one is also kind of involved. We also have the actual main galaxy, the next main galaxy, and we also have a Hungry Luma. So yeah, we actually have a lot of choices here. I think next time, since we can't continue the Beach Bowl Galaxy, we'll move on to the next main galaxy, which is the Ghostly Galaxy. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Galaxy.